How's it going, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jay, and a lot has changed in the brokerage landscape over the past couple of years. So in this video, we're looking at the best free brokerage apps that you can be using in 2022. As always, be sure to like this video if you find it enjoyable, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and let's get into it. And we'll start off with probably the most popular zero commission free brokerage app out there, the one that made the $0 commissions mainstream, Robinhood. In 2020, it was all about Robinhood. They took the investing world by storm with their slick interface that kind of gamified investing, their promotions that gave you free shares of stock for signing up and for referring your friends, and for being a 100% app-based investing experience. But that was 2020. But in 2021 came the downfall of Robinhood, with congressional testimonies over blocking trading, numerous data leaks, and a disastrous IPO. All of those things kind of turned a lot of people off to Robinhood in 2021. So now in 2022, where do we sit? How do we feel about Robinhood? And I think that yes, in 2022, Robinhood is still the best looking, easiest to use investing app out there. It's still very beginner friendly and makes things simple and easy to understand. But with all the aforementioned issues, it's not one that I can really steer you towards or give my stamp of approval. And thankfully, over the past couple of years, a lot of Robinhood competitors have burst onto the scene. And the next commission-free brokerage that you might want to give a look to is one of those newer names that you may not have looked into so far, and that's Public. In my opinion, Public's app looks and feels the most like Robinhood's out of those that I've tried. Unlike Robinhood, Public doesn't use payment for order flow, which is a big problem that a lot of people have with Robinhood's operations. Public also has a social aspect to their app. You have the option to make all of your buys and sells public, hence the name. So when you're looking at the stocks that you own, you can see the activity of other Public users who have recently bought or sold that same stock. On Public, you also have the option to follow your family or friends or YouTubers and see exactly what trades they're making in their Public accounts. Another newer name in the $0 commission brokerage space is SoFi. Again, SoFi takes Robinhood head on with free shares of stock when you sign up, fractional shares, a slick, easy to use interface on their app. But SoFi ups the ante on Robinhood and a lot of other competitors by allowing you to directly invest into IPOs. Now, normally when a company is going public, you and I don't have the opportunity to buy it until it hits the public market at a vastly inflated price over the quoted IPO price. SoFi lets you invest in certain companies' IPOs at that IPO price. So that's definitely an interesting feature if that's the kind of thing you're interested in. However, the main draw of SoFi is a one-stop shop for all of your financial needs. You can invest with SoFi, you can have a credit card with SoFi that gives you 2% cash back, you can have your home, auto, and student loans with SoFi, and coming soon, you can have a full suite of checking and savings accounts with SoFi. So if you're the kind of person that likes having your entire financial life under one umbrella all in one place, maybe you want to check out SoFi for your investing as well. Next up are the two brokerages that I personally use the most. But before we get into those, I want to remind you, please hit the thumbs up on this video, give it a like, and subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. And if you are interested in checking out any of the brokerages I mentioned in this video, I'll leave links to them all down in the description of the video. And that brings me into the free brokerage that you have seen me use a lot on this channel. That is M1 Finance. I believe that M1 Finance is the best brokerage out there for the long-term, hands-off investor. M1 Finance differs from most traditional brokerages because you're not strictly entering orders and buying and selling shares of stocks. Instead, you create a portfolio or mini portfolios segmented into pies. You set the percentage weighting of each stock or ETF inside that pie and invest based on those weightings. And I think that system, that setup with the pie and the automatic weightings makes M1 Finance the perfect place to hold your foundational core index fund portfolio that you're going to continually dollar cost average into over time. Because in doing that, M1 Finance makes sure that you never get too over or underweight in any one single investment. If your investments do grow at different weights, M1 Finance will invest your new money accordingly to keep things in line with your originally set targets. But if you want to be more hands-on and be buying and selling stocks on a more active basis, M1 Finance probably isn't going to be the place to do that. Now, all of these companies I have talked about so far are relatively new companies with app-based platforms. Maybe you don't want a new name. Maybe you want a tried and true favorite. In that case, there are two names you can't go wrong with. The first is TD Ameritrade. TD Ameritrade is the broker I got started investing with way back in the day, back when they were not a free brokerage, back before free brokerage and zero commission investing even existed. But now, some 20 years later, I continue to use and enjoy TD Ameritrade. Where most of the other brokerages we've discussed in this video are app-centric, the strength in TD Ameritrade lies in its web platform. Their website is extremely powerful, has a ton of research tools, and TD Ameritrade low-key has the best collection of investing tutorials and knowledge out there. They could put me and this YouTube channel out of business. If you're an active trader or an options trader, Thinkorswim, which is owned by TD Ameritrade, is maybe the best platform out there for trading on that kind of thing. Where TD Ameritrade lacks, however, is the mobile app. And the TD Ameritrade mobile app, I'd say, is okay. It's not the worst thing you'll ever use in your life, but it doesn't hold a candle to the experience of something like Robinhood or M1 Finance. So if you want a tried and true name, but you also want an interface that's more 2022 than 2002, you probably want to take a look at Fidelity. Fidelity is one of the most trusted names in investing, and in my opinion, Fidelity has done the best job out of the traditional brokerage names at adapting and keeping up with the times. Fidelity obviously has $0 commissions. They have fractional share trading, which I forgot to mention TD Ameritrade does not. They have a good, easy to use website, and they are the only one of the traditional brokerage names that has an app that can legitimately compete with a lot of the names I mentioned earlier. So if you're looking for a commission-free brokerage in 2022, definitely check out the names we talked about in this video. If you want to move your account from Robinhood to any one of these other companies, check out this video up here. I show you exactly how to do that. If you want to see my full review on M1 Finance and all the reasons I like that platform, check out this video over here. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you enjoy those, and I hope to see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.